Hi, my name is Michael Idolize and have another video. This video is for a guy that is in a relationship with a woman, or he's attempting to get into a relationship with a woman, and it kind of didn't work out for him and he's been friend zoned. So how to get out of the friend zone. So let's talk about the friend zone first. First, we got your woman. And what does she do? She tells you she does not want to have a romantic relationship with you. She doesn't want you to be your boyfriend, but you could be her friend. So you are her friend. So now once you're in the friend zone, it's a pretty screwed up place to be, because you can't really, you're kind of like a prisoner, and you make yourself a prisoner too. In fact, you think that you're equals and she just can't see the person that you are, and you're going to use the social aspect, the female social aspect you're going to use to try and convey to her how special you are. And that's a failure. It's not going to work. It's just not going to work. In fact, you're going to end up having to have money in your hands, do stuff with her, and she'll try dresses on in front of you. I mean, like, all the screwed up stuff that someone can do to, like, it's like almost the devil's inside her at this point. And she's tormenting you, and you're taking this torment. So we're going to talk about how to get out of this. Let me show you who you are in this relationship. You are on a leash, and this is the dog on the leash. I don't know how to draw a dog. That's it. That's you. You're the dog on the leash. This is what she thinks of you. Now, don't get upset. You know, a lot of guys go through this. You know, I was friend zoned. But we're going to talk about how to handle this. Now, remember, if you are in the friend zone to the woman, well, then you are her friend. Now, God has a very funny way of doing things too, which I can almost guarantee you, if you're in a social circle of friends, like a bunch of people that know you and know her, and everybody kind of knows that you have the hots for her, but you're the friend. Now remember, the friend to this woman in the friend zone, you're a covert narcissist. Don't forget it. It's kind of grimy, because what you're doing is you're using covert narcissists, waiting for her to slip up, and then you slip in. Know that about yourself. You ain't a fluffy bunny rabbit. You have a purpose. You have an agenda. So, I can pretty much guarantee you, if you are in her friend zone, one of her friends, who's probably a gem that you don't notice, is interested in you. Because usually the woman that has the friend that's in the friend zone, it's not like he's like ugly or something. He's probably a good looking guy, but just something's missing for her to be in that relationship. Because he's idolizing her, not as a, she's not a person to you. She's more of the idol. And that makes you blind only for her. I'm pretty sure that she has a friend in that circle of hers and yours that likes you, and it's probably the great person for you to be with. You know, just saying. Just pay attention. Now, if you are her friend and you are fixated on her, you have to break this out of you. So, what are you going to do with your friend? You're going to tell her to help you find a girlfriend. That's what you're going to do. You're going to work her friend list, her social contacts, go out with her, make her go and get you women to meet that you might like to have a relationship. And then you're going to see the reality. You're going to see what she does. Okay? You're going to see. It's going to be really interesting. If she doesn't do it, you are definitely that person, and just cut it off and say, hey, look, I can't be your friend. That's it. Because an attractive woman can have 1,000 friends. She has orbiters that you've probably been trying to kick away. You're probably stabbing the orbiters that are trying to get around her. You're blocking them to stay with her. Don't do none of that nonsense. You are the masculine. That's not your gig. You are taking female under the radar approach to this. Now we're going to use masculine approach. Okay, you're my friend? Great. Act like it. Help me find a nice, attractive woman. That's what you're going to do. A couple of things are going to happen. One, she might be resentful because she wants you as her prisoner. See, you could be the plan B. You might be the plan B guy. Okay? You're not the A game player. You're benched. So she benched you. Okay? This is you. That's you. Benched or puppy. She benched you so that when the clock starts ticking, and it gets close to midnight, when she hits start 30, that she might pull you off the bench. By that time, maybe you're a good provider, whatever it may be. And let me tell you, when you get with this woman, there's going to be resentfulness, and it's not going to be happy for you. Because you don't have the masculine-feminine dynamic. You have feminine and you have a masculine-feminine dynamic. You don't have the masculine dynamic inside you. But if she's not resentful, then she's going to be somewhat helpful. And she might just block all access to the friends. I'm guessing she's going to be resentful and block. I don't think she's going to be very helpful because she's keeping you around as an orbiter because you're feeding into her ego. What you're doing is you're idolizing her more. You're making her light brighter, and at the same time you're putting yourself under the mud. Okay? You lose your identity. And the actions that she takes towards you, it's as if it's like if the devil's sitting there and making her try on bathing suits for you to look at. And tell, well, which bathing suit do you like? It's like psychotic almost. And I know you guys probably experienced this. I mean, I'm not, don't be ashamed of it. It just is what it is. But once you have the guts to ask her to find you a girlfriend, then the truth's going to come out. The truth's going to come out, and you might not like her too much when you find out. You might not find out. And what's going to happen is if you do this, that what I'm saying, help her help you, you're going to actually feel better. You're going to see her in a different light. You might actually find the special person. And why I say this is because the world has a funny way of things happening. And I want to use it has nothing to do with it, but it's very interesting. When Hillary conspired, she had a plan to keep Trump down, just like this woman is going to keep you down. She thought that if he won the primaries, that she would beat Trump in the election. But somehow that plan didn't work out too good. It didn't work out too good, and actually she failed. So we want you as the masculine to break this cycle of being friend zoned. Let their plan fail. And there's another outcome to this too. Let's say now, that's her. This is you. and you happen to meet an amazing woman. And now, between the two of you, you have a good relationship, whatever happens, and she is going to boil. And good for her to boil. Because let me tell you what happens. A lot of times, these very attractive women, they had their chance at success because God gives them the four aces, let's say, or, God gives them the four ace card hand when they're younger. And then if they squander that, they'll never get a good relationship. Like if you're a good guy and if you're good, not nice, if you're good, not nice, and you run into a woman that gives you a headache, and you know your value, let me tell you what you tell her. You tell her, mark this day, because after me, you're only going to get psychopaths and narcissists, and you're going to lose everything. And if you have the power and you really know who you are, that's going to happen to her. Because you spoke it. I know it doesn't sound that great, it might sound like a little mean or something, but it's not, because this shared fantasy that she wants you to be part of is, you got to get out of this. You got to be your masculine. Be your masculine. Anyway, this was a short video. I hope this helps. I hope you get out of the friend zone. And if you get out of the friend zone, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear it. It's going to be really funny. If you implement this, it's going to be really funny. Get ready. It's going to be roller coaster. You're going to live some pretty exciting life there. God bless.